Okay, we're back. So last time I got killed as soon as I got to the base because of all those turrets. Right now I'm just waiting for the health to recharge. So I know I've been heaping a lot of praise on this game's music so far, but the music, like on Telos, is especially good because, like, so when you're on the surface, you know, the music even sounds like a wide open space with, like, you know, it just sounds like sound traveling through a long distance. I don't know quite how to describe it, but it's brilliant. Now then you contrast that with the track that plays in the military base. See, especially this part. Doesn't that just sound like a wide open space? I don't know. I'm getting a little bit hipsterish now. My apologies. I'll try to be less pretentious. Okay. But now listen to this. This sounds more like closed in.
Yeah?
But just like close your eyes and listen to the two different tracks.
Some of mine isn't just for show, General. Stand back. Poison.
Oh, nice job, Atten.
The Zerka mercenaries were after.
Okay, so we gotta plan this better than we did last time. It's a laser turret, so we're all gonna have to be shielded.
I hear you.
I think these guys should hang back here for a minute. I'm gonna go solo mode. So what I really have to do is disable all the turrets with my disabled droid. And here we go. But first I want to put this breath mask on Atten, because he has a habit of running into the vents. Alright.
Say the word.
Okay, so... oh, that one's saved. Okay, now they're both down.
Just say the word.
Get in there. And you need to come in here. Oh, crap. I'm already dead.
Just say the word.
And I didn't shield Atten. Come on, Atten. Come back. Well, at least we got the first two. So going right through the shields. What the hell? Oh, now he's back. Okay, use a life support pack. Quickly. Quickly, quickly. So he has the right guns. Shit. Alright, does Ion do a lot of damage? Okay, yes, Ion does a lot of damage. Wow, I don't remember this being this hard. Cast that. And also speed. I'm gonna raise my defense bonus. Alright, let's get everyone out there.
I hear you. What's going on? Just say the word. Let's go.
Alright, now Shug, take that one out. You shoot that.
I hear you.
Didn't work.
Just say the word.
Alright, keep doing that.
I hear time to even the odds.
There we go.
Everyone down!
A lot easier if you'd quit running over those vents. And my computer use sucks. KotOR can do this. There we go. Oh, I could have deactivated the turrets. Alright, so you can't use it. You can't disable the gas vents from here. Oh dear. Okay, that does it.
You down the side.
Oh.
I hear.
Okay, put on your mask again. Even though that mask hides your face, and I kind of don't like that. Apparently he wasn't wearing clothing.
Just say the word.
He doesn't have a different model. Uh-oh. This could be a problem.
Let's go. Take him down. Everyone down! I hear you.
Okay. Get back.
What's going on?
Oh, get out of there.
Say the word. Time to kick him down the side.
Trying to keep them out of the line of fire of those turrets. Alright, just get the hell out of there. That includes you, Atten. Come on.
I hear you.
For God's sakes.
I hear you.
I mean, I like the combat system in this game. It's just the one flaw is that
I hear you.
I don't know of a way to make it so your party members just stay put right in the middle of the battle. Well, maybe you can. So this is a new feature in this game. You have like these different different stances that your party members can have. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Never mind. And now I'm out of force.
More where that came from.
That's okay, we got it. Okay, stop. Just hold still for a minute. Atten, no. Okay, he was still moving, so that's not good. Oh, we got Atten back. And now he's back down. Stupid Atten. If he would just run away. Alright, put on a damn shield. Okay, that worked.
Say the word.
Shoot the right thing. Saved. Ah, not good.
Just say the word. Let's settle this. More where that came from.
Okay, we can handle one turret. Cool. This is fun, I'm liking this. I'm actually being challenged a lot here. Unfortunately, this is probably the biggest... Damn it, Atten. This is probably the most challenge I'm going to have in the game because as the game goes along and you get more powerful, it just gets easier and easier. Alright, what upgrades do I have for my blaster rifle? It's good. Don't need that. Or that. Yeah, I'm not really using that right now. So yeah, that ion chain will work really well against droids. Thinking maybe Shug will be a blaster rifle guy. He's going to alternate between blaster rifle and unarmed. His unarmed is not quite good enough quite yet. But later on he's going to be pulling off some pretty cool attacks. Oh, there's the shuttle we were looking for.
There she is, one orbital shuttle. Looks like it's in serviceable condition. That's all a moot point, though.
Why is that?
The hangar bay doors are closed. I don't fancy flying the shuttle through solid metal, so I'd say we need to find a way to get them open. We'll also need to find the ignition codes for the shuttle, or else we'll have some trouble getting off the ground. If we get all that, I wouldn't worry about what shape this heap is in. I'll get it running.
So the door is on the ceiling. It's not going to fly through that door. Something else is going to come through this door. Yeah, I wasn't really trying to get on the shuttle. Stop! Stop it! Oh, perfect. Just perfect.
Let's go.
Okay, now how can we disable all these stupid vents? Failure, base reactor is offline. Oh, that's right, you have to start the
Just
reactor.
say the word.
Let's go.
Ah, that's good for KotOR. But he can't wear it. He doesn't have the requisite feet.
Just say the word.
Look at me using this flowery language. Requisite feet. Does not have the requisite feet to perform that particular action.
I'll have this open in no time.
Come on already. I should have cast Night Valor. That way my force powers would be more powerful.
I hear you.
Alright, now stay away from the vents, please.
Tawancha morichiwa, mufalawa ni bobo wish yot kuna sita dorchuni.
No, I'm not.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Tonata biasvia. Jicho watana.
Follow me up.
Great King no una panca di planito bam.
Set and activated. Let's go.
Just want to check out everyone's stats. Okay, so Beodur, 19 strength. Wow, that's a big buff. And Atten's constitution is 18. Yeah, that really helps out a lot. Let's see how much exactly. It boosts everyone's attributes by 3 points.
Hang on.
Hey, it does a lot of damage. Alright, Atten's got this.
Yeah?
I hear you.
Yeah?
Alright, let's see, heal. It's kind of tedious when you have to just sit around and wait for stuff to come back. Oh boy. Oh, and I lost my buff. Whoops.
Just say the word. Time to take it outside.
Saved again.
I hear you.
Okay, I think that was all the droids.
Just say the word.
Oh, bad timing. Thought you were gonna cast that. Shoot that one, please.
Just say the word.
Oh man, they stunned Atten. Alright, just shoot that one.
I hear you. Even the odds.
Overload the stations. Huh, sounds good to me. Ah, jeez, that was loud.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go into solo mode so these idiots don't run over the crates. It's a good thing he can't trigger the crates. Oh, turrets. I guess they're all disabled.
Yeah?
This droid might be able to help us out. No? Okay. Start reactor. Yeah, that's that thing that was behind that big door.
I hear you.
Now these things are... Oh, jeez. Theodore.
More where that came from.
Theodore's pretty squishy, isn't he?
I hear you.
Okay. Guess I'm screwed now. Hang on. Maybe I can get to the right
More where that
angle.
came from.
So I'm only shooting one at a time, that's good.
Timed it.
No, don't shoot that one.
Even the odds.
Just one at a time. Oh, God. This is gonna be a problem. Stop. God. Alright, just have to use a shield one more time. Now I'm back for some reason. I'm offering a lot of commentary right now. Just not much to say
Yeah?
in this particular part of the game.
I'll have this open in no time.
I hear you.
Oh, who's that? It's one of those HKs. This droid has been damaged and does not appear to be functional.
Let's go.
I think KotOR has better repair skill than I do. He has 20, I have 15. Yeah, he's better. The droid is now active, however many of its functions still appear to be disabled. Program the droid to follow you. Patrol mode engaged. Once you end this session, the droid will follow you. I'm not sure about this. This might be a trap. Yep. That's exactly what it was. I can't go here yet, I don't think. I think that's for another part of the game.
Let's go.
Just say the word.
Datapad. The datapad contains the ignition codes for the orbital shuttle in the underground hangar. Alright. Just what we needed. It may be controlled by a nearby terminal.
Let's go.
Maybe this terminal? Turn off security vents. Oh, good. Explored the entire place, but I finally got the damn vents turned off. Alright, that's done. Still have to fight that big bastard. I wonder if Shug can disable it.
Just say the word.
Let's go.
Alright, everyone put your shields on.
I hear you.
This is gonna get hairy. And probably should cast speed as well. Yeah. Oh. Okay. This is going to be easier than I thought it was. It's shooting grenades somehow.
Let's get this over with.
Okay, don't waste any force power.
How do you like that?
Damn. That's a bunch of hype over nothing. Arcanium blinders. Immunity from stun, fear, and horror. That would be a good thing for Adden, but it covers his face. I don't like that. Oh well. My brother. Infiltrator gloves. Ooh, that's good. This is also good. And they give you so many good items fairly early in this game. Sneak attack 6. Damn. So let's see. 6 to 36. It's crazy. Master to weapon fighting. I would like to give him a rapid shot feat, but I guess that can wait. Shug, level 12. See, if you have good strength, then that's better for unarmed combat. I think it is. I'm not sure. Whatever. Figure that out later. That just gives you a +1 attack bonus. You know, +1 does not do a lot. These weapon focus feats, they're not really worth a whole lot, especially when you're at the level that I'm at. It just really does not have much of an effect at all. It's kind of a waste of a feat. Finesse is good though. You can use dexterity instead of strength to increase your 2-hit, which is excellent. But I'm not sure if I'm even going to be using a lightsaber, so I'm going to go with precise shot, because that gives me more damage. Although, do I want that, or do I want a better rapid shot? Yeah, I think I want a better rapid shot. Oh, I have force channel already. Dang. It's interesting. I seem to remember that like happening later, like when you get off of Telos. So that's good. Shug's gonna need that. I think we can wait on Destroy Droid. Actually, yeah, let's do Destroy Droid. Oh, where'd that Zerga guy go? Did we lose him? Let's go to the exit and see if he shows up. Okay, I guess we lost him. This game sometimes. I don't think it does much. I think it just gives you a little bit of light side points. Solid Orbital Shuttle doesn't have a hyperdrive, but it can get you out of the restoration zone. Take the shuttle to the shielded mesa in the Telos polar region.
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has evaded us. We must pursue it. Observation. They have likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The Bay Control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the SHIELD network. However, the SHIELD network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
You've got to be kidding me. It's not my fault.
I trusted him. It's not my fault.
Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself. Field assessment. I picked up on the heat forms of the Jedi and his allies. Activate the mines and prime the self-destruct sequences.
So the moral of the story is don't fly Telos shuttles. Apparently every single time we fly one, they get shot down.
Statement. Oh, Jedi, it is good to see you intact. We were concerned that shooting down your shuttle would damage you irreparably. Quick clarification. But now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities.
Any reason why you shot down my vessel?
Unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Once we tracked your coordinates, we were able to deploy several droids in this location. Probing query. We are, however, curious as to why you chose to come to the remnants of the polar Telos irrigation system. There is nothing here that our instruments can detect. Eager threat. But we are looking forward to extracting your motives for coming here when we place you in torture restraints.
How many of you are there?
Chiding statement. Oh, Jedi. There are as many of us as are needed to capture or kill our targets. Egotistical boast. And there are far more of us than any one Jedi. Destroy one of us, and more shall rise from the wreckage. Unnecessary threat. And our attack protocols are more than a match for you and your allies.
What are you assassin droids doing here?
Self-evident answer. Wherever you try to run, we will be there, armed and ready. Rhetorical query. So the query you have posed to us is one we put to you. What are you doing here, we wonder?
Destroying one of you was easy. Wiping out 3 of you might cause me to break a sweat. Although it's pretty cold up here, so I probably won't. Okay, so we'll do the mines first. Actually, wait. Does Kreia have Night Valor? Oh, she can level up. And what can she do to droids? Oh, she doesn't have Stun Droid. She should. That way we can pool our droid stunning resources. Actually, no, she doesn't need that. She can use Whirlwind instead. Let me see, just out of curiosity, I wonder... 4 to 16 plus 12, and that's unarmed. It's 12. When you have a better 2-hit bonus if you have a blaster rifle. Okay. Bothan's sensory visor. That makes me immune to critical hits, that's good. Okay, we have to plan carefully, because this might get hairy. Forced channel is good. Okay, first things first, gotta take out the mines, I guess. I'll take an offensive strategy. Actually, nah, I gotta use Valor first. But no, I don't need Valor for the mines, never mind. And Atten, you just start shooting.
I hear you.
Kreia, what are you doing?
I hear you.
Good God, lady.
I
Say
hear
the
you.
word.
Why? Why? I like the combat in this game. It's just stuff like that annoys me. Okay. Yes, now keep shooting him, that's good.
I hear you. Time to even.
I'll shoot him because he's close to Kreia.
God.
Well, I don't think the proximity means much.
What is it?
I hear you.
That didn't work. Wait. You just keep trying to do that.
Say the word.
Oh, that was easy.
I hear you.
I was getting all worried over nothing. This entire map is just a bunch of flat. It's kind of cool. Beodur. Looks as though he's knocked unconscious by the explosion. If you can find refuge, then you should recover in time. So you can tell this is obviously carved out by people. There's some undiscovered secret below the plateau. It's very enticing, I like it. Discover choke.
Just say the word.
Hey, look, it's one of those people that stole my ship.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Who are you?
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense people come to no harm.
I'll play along for now.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for
Atten's
Jedi.
the best.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And if he is not, he will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm asking you. I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We
Hey, I
all
think he's all right.
wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Djarik can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
So now the game's made it clear to us that Kreia is manipulating all of us, and that Atten has some dark secret. That's just more mysteries that it's leaving for us to unravel.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Returned. Just talking about returning. I don't know who you are. I mean, I do, but like if I'm playing this game for the first time, and maybe she's part of my past. Well, she is, because we learned that later, but anyway. It was not my intention to come here, Atris, or see you again.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
Refresh my memory. Why did the Council cast me out?
Why? Because you turned your back on us. And the Order. You followed Revan to war against the Mandalorians. The very war that made Revan a Lord of the Sith, and ruined you.
The Council wanted to assess the threat. Well, people were dying by the millions.
So you said, so long ago. I didn't believe it then, and I don't believe it now. You sought adventure. You hungered for battle. You could not wait to follow Revan to war. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
I also recall you wished me imprisoned, or worse.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I had kept it, so I would never forget.
I was no longer a Jedi. It was no longer mine.
Indeed. A lightsaber is the mark of a Jedi. When you turned your back on the Order, it was not yours anymore. I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
Insult to the Order? You insult me by carrying it.
Then you misunderstand its meaning while it is in my possession, and what it now represents. But I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice.
I went to war to protect others, not for battle.
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way.
Is it the Jedi way to let people be massacred?
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us.
Were you not tempted to help the innocent?
Of course I was. But the Jedi teachings require we examine how we may best help them. Action without reflection is not our way.
Hesitation and passivity are also strong emotions, ones we should guard against.
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
No, there was no guarantee that we'd win. But if we had not acted, the Mandalorians would now rule the Republic.
A physical victory perhaps, but the real victory lay
in the triumph of pacifism, surrender.
Do not twist my words. A physical victory is not the only victory, or the only loss.
Nice words. But if we listened to you, we'd be hearing it in Mandalorian right now.
You do not know...
If the Mandalorians had won, would the Jedi have fought then? Or simply have meditated on what to do?
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
I struck a nerve. Your anger. Is it because you secretly wish you'd had the strength to follow me to war?
What? What do you mean?
I can see it in you. You wanted to fight by my side, but you were too scared to defy the Council.
You're wrong, just as you were when you defied the Council. I tire of fighting with you. You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
I'm looking for my ship so I can leave Telos.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless
it is now.
You're admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
The destruction of Paragus was an accident.
Ah, an accident. Something beyond your control. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
I know it put Telos in jeopardy, but I had no choice.
No, your crime is much more than that. Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet, and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
Why is Telos so important?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
So now I get blamed for the actions of the Sith.
The Sith? What do you mean?
The Sith came for me on Paragus to kill me.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. And you encountered them on Paragus. But what would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
The Sith believed me to be the last Jedi.
You? If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
They're stronger than you think. At least one Sith Lord stands with them, and they fight differently from the Sith. They fight differently than the Sith from the Jedi Civil War.
Whatever force they can bring to bear, it will matter not. If they face a true Jedi, they shall fall.
Are there other Jedi we can ask for help?
I said I was the last of the Jedi, Exile, and I did not speak falsely. There are others who were once Jedi, but no longer. They will not take action against this threat.
And you will? That's a change. There's a change.
I have your ship. I will return it to you.
Didn't even respond to me.
You must leave here before you place us in jeopardy.
Where can I find my companions?
You shall find them north of here, in one of the old irrigation chambers. They have not been harmed. They are free to leave as well.
Then I'll be going now.
Take your ship, then. I don't care where you go, just leave this place. Leave Telos.
We shall remove him, mistress. Come with us. Are you all right, mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber.
Speak for yourself, lady.
He was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Yeah, go meditate in your secluded space. It's not weird at all.
Why have you approached me?
I have some questions for you.
You may ask.
I had some questions about Atris.
The mistress? What of her?
What can you tell me about her?
She leads us. As she rebuilds Telos, she rebuilds the Order, and through them, the galaxy.
How does she plan to do that?
We serve the Jedi. We do not question them. Yet, Atris has told us that the work here at Telos may pay for similar efforts in many worlds along the Rim that were destroyed when the Jedi turned on each other. She has said the Jedi Order needs such a foundation if it is to rebuild. She faults the teaching of many of the Jedi Masters as the spark of the Jedi Civil War. Atris has said that if Revan and Malak had been properly instructed in the ways of the Jedi, they never would have fallen, and nor would you, Exile.
And what does Atris consider proper training?
That is unknown to me. I have never observed Atris to teach Jedi, nor would I wish to. Atris has chosen instead to focus her efforts on galactic recovery. Once the galaxy breathes again, disciples will come.
She'll need help if she tries. She knows nothing about training Jedi.
She predicted you would say as much. She seems to know you quite well. Perhaps you are the one who knows nothing.
Perhaps I should teach you a lesson.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place.
Invaded? I resent that. I could use a good sparring match.
Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings. Before we begin, are you familiar with the Chani traditions?
Does it have anything to do with why you wanted me to disrobe?
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
I understand. Stay on the mat, no armor, no striking to kill.
The fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items.
I'm probably gonna lose.
Do
My
not
stats
call
are not good
upon
for
any
this.
Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us, a test of each other's strength.
If you're ready, so am I.
Then let us begin.
I don't know if Flurry actually does anything for unarmed. It's probably not doing me any favors. Oh man, I suck. It's especially bad when the difficulty is on hard.
You have fallen.
I've had enough for today, I'll be going now. Yeah, my kung fu is really weak. Even with my infiltrator gloves. 16 dexterity, but I guess I just don't have the strength. Nice of them to let me just steal all their stuff. I'll have to come back with that. And okay, I want to try something. Let's see if I can cast Valor and Speed.
Have you returned?
Took my buffs away, damn it. Alright, well I'm doing slightly better this time. Ah! She hits too hard. Look at that. I don't stand a chance.
You have fallen.
Alright, never mind.
Have you returned to fight again?
No, I just wanted to talk.
You are the exile, the one Atris warned us about.
Well, don't believe everything she says.
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
I went to war to protect others, not to fight.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
I do not walk the path of the dark side.
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
That doesn't explain why I stopped fighting after the Mandalorian Wars.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Anything else?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
What do you think Atris's heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
So if I fight Atris, then that might make the truth come out?
Perhaps. It may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way
It's
to
foreshadowing, by the way.
actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
I'd like to ask you something.
You may ask.
You look different from the other women here.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
So you have a different mother, but the same father?
I do not wish to discuss it. If there is something else you wish to ask, you may do so.
Never mind, I'll be going now.
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
It's a difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
It's like a current that passes through you and carries you with it to all the places it touches.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
It was my pleasure.
Why have you approached me?
I had some questions for you. Why do you all look the same?
We share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. It is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
But the one handmaiden who challenged us when we arrived, she looks different.
As I have said, it is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
So different parents. So she had a different set of parents.
If you seek to raise anger in me, you will fail, Exile. I tolerate your presence only upon orders of the mistress. She did not order me to endure your questions.
I'll be going. Let's see, what's over here? This really subtle background noise. It's like going boo. Kind of reminds me of like the thing that plays in Ridley Scott movies. Okay, now I've probably definitely lost anyone who's listening. Never mind. If you know what I'm talking about, give yourself a pat on the back. Oh, not yet.
Did you find what you came for?
That depends. What was I supposed to find here?
There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
She was one of the council who cast me out of the order and wanted to punish me even further.
I see it now. The act has left its marks. Be warned, unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face.
The woman here is Jedi Atris. I mean, I've kind of already said that, but okay.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Atris plans to heal the galaxy, then rebuild the order. Or so she says.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps
Ain't that
students
the
will come
truth?
to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Those who cannot feel the Force?
Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
How did you know that? Were you reading their minds?
Invade the mind of another? It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Like you did with Atten. Well, there's nothing to be gained talking here.
Very well. Let us depart.
What happened to Atten? He was standing upright when I came in the room.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
She's lying to me. If you can sleep on the ship, let's go.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
There's nothing to apologize for. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
A Jedi Academy, concealed on the northern pole of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Are you well enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Come with me then. I could use your help.
Very well, General.
Mistress, you summoned me.
I have a task for you. The exile is dangerous. I'm concerned that he was able to return to Republic space and reach Telos without my knowledge.
Mistress, the Harbinger was lost in transit. It was our failing.
What is done. But now I need you to travel with him.
Mistress,
I realize what I'm asking of you, and I'm asking that you keep your purpose a secret, even from your sisters. I need someone to watch the exile closely, and let me know if he contacts the Sith. More importantly, I need you to study him closely. I need to know what he thinks, what he does. Become part of his group. Earn his trust. Get him to confide in you.
I will do as you ask, Mistress. But Mistress, the exile did not seem to pose a threat to us.
Ah, but he does. Do not be fooled by the exterior. It is his nature you must beware. He fell to the dark side once. He will do so again. I am trusting you with this task, last of my handmaidens. Do not disappoint me. The galaxy, the Jedi, may depend on it.
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force.
Come again?
It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it. But now I wonder as if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly. Yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it is a... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. All life exists to feed your power. And my life, My life is yours. I beg you, please. Let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you.
She should totally dump him.
I will leave at once, my lord.
What's going on?
Alright, let me level up your crappy class. 2-weapon, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I should put some clothes on. Alright.
General?
Are you sure you're alright?
I'm fine, General. Even power.
Any idea what this place is?
This place looks part of a huge polar
Oh, we already talked about this. I'd like to see your faces.
General?
Not him.
Ah, hey. You're back with us. We were just on our way to rescue you from those ghost women when, we got locked up.
Are you okay? You look a little disoriented.
Don't worry about me, I'm fine. How did things go with the Jedi here? Are you all done?
Yes, and they are done with us. They want us out now.
Things went that well, huh? You make friends wherever you go, don't you?
Hey, what can I say? Until the galaxy runs out of people, yes.
Well, that's encouraging. Nothing like a steady stream of people who hate us or want to kill us to keep the heart pumping.
You've done enough, Atten. You can go if you want.
No, I was just complaining. I'm with you until things start going better for you. We need to stick together, you know? And who knows? I might be able to help you out of a tight spot at some point.
Thanks, Atten. I appreciate it.
Ah, hey. Don't mention it. It's my pleasure.
Alright, let's go. See, Atten's a bro. He's cool.
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you, you little thief?
It is unlikely the droid stole the vessel.
Says you.
Is this your droid? It looks badly damaged. Dissected.
Your behavior core. They didn't wipe your memory, did they? It wasn't your fault they took the chip, D3. Wait, she downloaded what from you? Your entire memory? That must have taken some time. You can fill me in later. Let me get you out of here first. What happened? Oh. It's telling me my G-Force driver is ready for update. Okay. We'll see you at the Ebonhawk. Really, Windows? While I'm playing a game? Arcanian Sonic Blaster. Ooh. That's better than my rifle. It damages dexterity. That is not bad at all. Yeah, I think I'll be using this. It's kind of a dopey looking gun, but oh well. It'll get the job done. Oh, I forgot to go get that stuff where the handmaidens were. Oh great, another visor that hides my face. Good old Ebon Hawk. Like every time we get on a ship and we fly somewhere, something bad happens, like the ship gets stolen or it gets shot down. Almost makes you hesitant to even board the ship. But we'll have better luck
Mistress, the
from
last
here on
of
out.
the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
It's not the last time we'll crash, though.
Left?
But why? Her oath.
I sent her to travel with the exile. She may discover something I cannot.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens, she is willful, and she has demonstrated her fascination with Jedi. It may not have been why.
I know what I have done, but it was necessary.
Well, now that we're off that Dajaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Sounds good to me. What's with T3? You did what while you were connected? You downloaded Atris's archives.
What is the machine saying?
They said there was a holo record of my trial in Atris's records.
We seem to have found it.
Coruscant.
Do you know why we have called you here?
Hey, it's him. Oh my god, I forgot his name. Is it Vrook? You've called me here to answer for my crimes on Malachor 5.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
The truth is that the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless more would have died.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
How does it stay stuck, though? Does it just, like, stay permanently on? Or maybe like, he stuck the hilt
Much
into...
defiance
I don't
in
know.
that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi
No, I
code,
said
and
Revan
lured
was a
Mission
he.
to the dark side, as they did
Damn
the
it, Layla
Exile.
was a guy.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
So they knew what happened to me. They all do. Atris has a list of all the missing Jedi. Sure, display it. Master Vrook, Dantooine, Zez Kael, Nar Shaddaa, Master Gavar, Onderon, Master Vash, Korriban, Master Atris, Telos. Those Jedi were all on the council that exiled me.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Fine, then I say we go find somewhere and hide.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
Do you think we need help?
I think the strength of the enemy is unknown, but it is greater than 5 can hope to defeat without aid.
When you put it like that, then welcome aboard.
Indeed. But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General.
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
Look, forget Aden. Take the regular quarters. We have enough room.
It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
She's a masochist. She has a Chani defense, which protects her against melee attacks, and is an excellent unarmed fighter.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Atris and the Jedi Council took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
And why wouldn't I?
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
That's a shame, because I'm probably not going to use one. Very well. To begin, there are some parts I'll need.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits?
All I'm saying is
Adam
that
doesn't
you've
like
gone for
droids.
a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on here?
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Don't worry, Beodur probably knows what he's doing.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Won't really do much, but, yeah. Leave Eben Hawk. Oh yeah, that would take me back to the academy. I thought we were in mid-flight for some reason. So I don't have a swoop bike. I never did have a swoop bike, and yet I was somehow able to participate in the swoop races. Let's see. Take your mask off. Oh, I can't level him up? Why not? Okay, take that off. Okay. What level am I? 12? Okay. So I got another HK part. A couple more left to go, I think.
Hey, General, are you alright?
What are you talking about?
You look like you've been standing too close to one of my shield generators.
I was inspired by your arm.
Whoa, claws out today, aren't they?
Now whose claws are out?
Seriously, you don't look that way from spending extra time in the fresher. I've seen other Jedi, not many but a few, who look like that. And I feel a little strange around you. A little more in control, calm, like I usually only get when I'm repairing something.
It's a Jedi thing.
Alright, if you don't want to talk about it, I won't press you. Was there something you wanted me?
Where'd you pick up that remote anyways?
That old thing? I built it when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
What does it do other than follow you around?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs. I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
What are you doing?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
A bunch of droids made these repairs.
I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why did you decide to fight?
The Mandalorians had to be stopped.
I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
As good a reason as any for joining.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
Jedi are trained to resist such strong emotions.
I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me, drove me forward. It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
Do I have all the lightsaber parts I'll need?
Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing an emitter-matrix and lens. Something else I can help you with?
Do you have any shields I could use?
Sorry, General, I'm flat out. I'll see if I can make some more when I get a chance. Something else I can help you with?
Let's see. No one's in there. Where did T3 go? Oh, there he is. Ready for some more routine maintenance? Let me just put open the front panel and get to work. All done, give it a spin. +1 to dexterity. No, I'm fine. Blah, blah, blah. I need a programming spike. I'll put this to good use. For now, there's something else I needed. Another one? Any more? Any more? More? Alright, maybe later then. Can you upgrade an item for me? So he doubles as a workbench. Okay. I guess he can dispense 4 computer spikes. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's talk to our new passenger.
Yes?
What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
You could always play Pazak with Adden.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
He has good hearing.
No, I do not trust him.
At cards?
That too.
Look, I don't think anyone here trusts each other.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Who, Beodur?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders. And like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
Maybe you'd like to explain why Atris is siphoning power to the Telos Academy.
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved. The teachings at the Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from Telos.
Atris thought Beodur was the key to saving Telos?
Yes. His skill with...
Forget it. I had other questions.
You may...
Do you have a name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What was it?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
You should take value in yourself as well.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
There's some truth in what you say. Is that your judgment of me?
If reasons of the self is why you turned away, then yes, perhaps there was a judgment there. But it was not intended as an attack.
Do you think I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
I had some other questions. What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace...
Huh. Never mind, I'll be going. I don't know if you can train with her yet. I'll try that again later. We should probably talk to Kreia real quick.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
There's a lot of crew quarters left. As many as want to come with us and help us.
Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
They're my friends, not my followers.
Do not cloak one word within another. Friends. Do friends not follow? Do friends not form a hierarchy of their own, no matter how small the circle?
What makes you think they would obey me?
Because I am not blind, that is why.
Well,
I see
technically
what they
you are,
say,
but...
hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
No, what?
They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against. Watch them carefully, see their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
You have a point. I'll reflect on this.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean?
A discussion, perhaps, for another time.
I had other questions.
Ask.
What's wrong with your eyes?
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
There might be a way to heal your sight.
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes.
Typically, you atrophy from not using them.
Restore my sight, but sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time.
She's an oracle.
You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted.
She's the prototypical oracle. I think that's the right word. I'm not.
Ask.
Oh, archetypal. That's the word I was thinking of. The archetypal oracle. You don't seem to like the handmaiden. Why?
There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all.
We could drop her off on the next planet.
No, she may have her uses. I will abide her presence, and so should you.
Okay. Now suddenly you want me to keep her. Why do you say that?
Because Atris is a threat. And as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her servants against her. Do not see every enemy
I guess that
as
makes
an
sense.
enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. This situation may yet work to our advantage.
Agreed. We'll need every tool we can get if Atris tries anything. I'll probably get dark side points for this.
Good.
It's true, though.
That is the most to be done until events unfold, as I'm sure they will in time.
That dark side shift. Shit. I'm still pretty light. It's okay.
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel its touch upon you. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. Facing it is. I have seen you display many acts of mercy, charity in our journey. Why?
There's enough suffering in the galaxy. If I can alleviate for one person, then I've made a difference.
Even if it weakens those you help, even if it robs them of the strength needed to grow, you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it has only made you stronger, more capable.
I fail to see how small acts of mercy can be harmful.
Ah, then you have learnt nothing. From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel with much the same way.
They're loyal companions. I won't harm them.
So you may think. But it will be best to strike first. Your allies are allies by circumstance, and they will not hesitate to do the same to you if you continue down your path.
Ah, well. You kind of have to get some extra dark side points if you want to have influence with Kreia. There's one more thing.
Yes?
I want you to teach me about the Force.
Very well.
This bond we share, I would know more about it.
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us.
This part is really talky. My apologies. Does this bond have any advantages?
It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
You and Kreia possess the Force Chain special ability. When either of you uses a Force power on yourself, the other gains benefits. Excuse me. I already knew that.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
What about when we fight on a journey?
When battle is...
We've already heard this. Okay, never mind. Security system. So I can spy on people from here. It's not creepy at all. Wait, so we're in space. So what would happen if I went to the loading ramp? You may not leave the Ebon Hawk while in transit. Okay. Hello, Atten.
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain, but it's good to see.
What do you mean?
It's like you've got this glow, but only when I see you out of the corner of my eye.
I feel as if I'm more in touch with the Force than I've ever been.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too. Alright.
Never mind. I have a debt to collect on Citadel. I think I'm going to do that next time, because this session has gone on for a ridiculously long time. So next time we'll do that.